Okay, so we're recording for the record. So yeah, Hossi, right? How do you pronounce your name? Just to
Well, hello. Hi, my
hello,
brother,
hello.
Vince.
Yes.
Hello. Good day. Good to be here. I have
Yeah.
been looking forward to do this live with you. So thank you so much for having me. And yeah, my name is Hossi is my surname, as we say,
Okay.
of a surname. It's my nickname, I mean. And my real name is Hossein. It's an Arabic name, but I'm Persian though.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Hossein, and I have been named after my uncle, my brother's brother, and he unfortunately had died early at 19 years old. So I've been named
Oh,
to after him. Yeah, and
in his
it
memory.
has to do it has to do with the whole situation why we fled the country in '93 and came to Europe to the Netherlands. So yeah, it's a big story. Yes,
Yeah, so I'm sure it is. So Persian, so from Iran, right?
exactly. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. I didn't know that. I just knew that you were in the Netherlands in Europe.
Yeah.
So yes, so we are recording this talk. So I will post it on the Sun Tribe channel, which is the Patreon for sure. So this
Nice.
whole talk is Sun Tribe material for sure, and we'll see. Maybe I will post some of it on YouTube as well to try to attract more people for those who resonate. So we know that we have to broadcast our frequency. So the like-minded people, because we're going back into tribe as we all know, there's major change in the realm. So it's time to
Definitely.
broadcast our frequency. So yeah, so what I could say. So thank you for reaching out to me because we've been in touch since a while already, since pretty much the beginning that we started the Nyama and I our online journey, because before this whole star seeds thing, I never been online. I never had a Facebook account. I never been public. I started my Instagram just a bit before the star seeds movement back in 2018,
Mhm.
when I reintroduced the dating market after a 12-year marriage. Because Instagram was required. Like in the, if you want to date without Instagram, it's good luck. I mean, it's the new way. So I had to adapt to this new reality because I'm a Generation X, which I experienced around before, like the internet and all of those apps. So now I experience both worlds. So my desire
Mhm.
to reintroduce the dating market forced me in a way to master Instagram.
I,
So that
I,
was
yeah, I'm happy it was Instagram and not one of those dating apps. So not that it minds, but it's. I met Ella on Instagram as well. So yeah, so it's
yeah,
the same.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I had to master Tinder as well. So, but Instagram was part of the journey.
part of the
So yeah,
journey.
excuse me, I will just bring the cat in because
Oh,
I'll be right back.
take your time.
She's yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's the Niama's cat named Love, which is a
Oh,
very
nice.
special cat, the Dark
What
Priestess. So yeah,
kind?
so she is doing some work with us in the realm. So animals are powerful companion, like So yeah, and
Definitely.
we had some deep talk with the love beings about that cat and to understand better her role in
Mhm.
our life. So it's we work as well with animals. So that's
Oh,
the beauty. Yeah.
yeah, I was wondering what kind of cat it is, firstly, and secondly, a friend of mine also is going through a tough phase, and they just found this cat. It had no owner. They put it on the internet to find maybe an owner, maybe someone was searching for it because it was a stray cat or lost cat. I don't know what it was. So eventually they decided to keep the cat because it was still young. It was just
Okay.
a month or two old. And now, yeah, it's part of the family, and it has been like an emotional support for them these past months.
Hmm.
and they have seen the kitten grow, and it's mature now. It's more mature. It's much bigger now, of course. But yeah, they say also that when a cat purrs, it makes a sound or frequency that is healing to us humans as well, and that's
Yeah,
why we
I
like
heard
to be
that.
around them.
Yes, yes. So there's a lot to animals. That animals rabbit hole goes much deeper than what we could imagine based on the talk that we had with our friends. And again, in this new Earth era, I know that animals will play a much like a bigger role. We will work with them to a much deeper level. So you froze. Okay, you're back. It
Oh,
seems your connection seems to be choppy a bit.
oh.
Did you lose anything that what I said, or it's okay?
No, actually not. You were talking about animals going through are gonna play a major role.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We will
the
work with them.
ascension part.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it better now?
we will see. It's just chopped once, so we will see how it's
Okay.
gonna go. We'll see. So yeah,
So,
so a question that I have for you, because we've been
mhm,
in touch since pretty much the beginning, like now I guess a little bit over than 2 years ago now, more or
indeed.
less, that we been contacted by the loving, and we went online to do those channelings, which now I call divine transmission, which has a better resonance to me, a better frequency.
Hmm.
So, and you just like, and we've been in touch like in and out during those past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I guess like we're all like observing each other and like trying to see like with who we resonate the most. So I'm curious to know why lately you reach back to me, and you seems to be very motivated to take more action towards like maybe the frequency that I am broadcasting with the Sun Tribe and everything.
Good question, firstly. Trying to think of
Yeah.
the word to explain it cohesively. So let me think. Well, first of all, when I saw you, I had this instant, yeah, there was this instant connection between me and you. I was like, I think this person understands life on a deeper level, and I want to get to know him. I think also opposites attract because you are a Pisces, I am a Virgo.
Okay.
So maybe we have that exchange as well. So that's that. Yeah, it wasn't a surprise when I found out you're a Pisces, so that was nice. I
Okay.
think you also had it in your bio as well. So I was like, hey, that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because
Yes,
I
yes,
speak a lot with symbols on Instagram. I
true.
put some hashtags that are my own creation, and I put some symbols because symbols are powerful. So it's a way to communicate in a short and sweet way for those who can recognize those signs.
Exactly.
So we know that
Those are,
symbolism is being used by the dark forces. So it's a tool. So we can use them for the good, for the light. So this is
yes.
yeah. So I use them consciously in that way.
Yeah,
So yeah,
we can reverse the inversion again. This
exactly.
the spell on
Yes.
all of these symbols and angel numbers and like for example the number 666, it has good meanings as well. It has all just been hijacked, so I totally agree, yeah,
Number
with everything you
13.
said.
Yeah, number
Exactly,
13
yeah.
is a very lucky number. And people avoid it.
i
So
i,
yeah,
I
so we
think
have
it's
to invert the inversion. That's what we're doing now.
true, true, true.
Yes.
And I think it's important, and yeah, I recognize you so by the symbol, the Pisces, and I had a feeling, I it was Corona, and it was the first time for me putting myself out there, posting stuff on my story, doing it all in English because I'm not a native English speaker, but I grew up with the language in the Netherlands. We are,
Okay.
yeah, we speak several languages, so I chose English, a bit German. I speak Persian, I speak Kurdish, I speak Dutch, of
Wow.
course. So yeah, I have some languages I speak, but I'm most fluent in English and Dutch, of course, and a bit
Hmm.
Persian. So yeah, doing everything in English, and I was trying to find like-minded people and people I really resonate with, as you mentioned. And there were this whole spiritual community is big,
Yeah.
and everyone is doing what they think is right, in my opinion. I
Hmm.
just have been observing them because I have been actually quite by myself till the age of, or like, let's say till 2020. Like, I
Okay.
literally almost had no one to talk about the subjects I'm interested in, especially the galactic spiritual part, which is really important to me. So yeah, to me, it was, who can I trust? Who is authentic? Who is real? And you once mentioned it yourself. We were having this conversation, and you said, "No, I don't doubt it. You are pure as well." So that really meant a lot to me. And I think by you saying that, it was a confirmation for me as well, from the universe or angels, however you want to call it or see it, that we should be connecting. And maybe it wasn't the right time to
Hmm.
start what we have planned or what we want to do and what we think is our duty,
Yeah.
our mission.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I felt like I had still had to heal some parts of me, and there wasn't much healing left. But there's always healing left, in my opinion. There's this whole
Yeah.
philosophy about it, of course. But
Yes.
I felt like I didn't deserve to be in the spotlight because of the way I was brought up, and it isn't bad, but because everything that happened in my youth, and to me, our family, the whole fleeing the country, everything, they sort of couldn't bring up the empathy to understand that they had a high, yeah, vibrational child like me, even though I'm saying it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I haven't I didn't believe in myself and my powers and what I'm. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, you just went on mute for a short second.
Yeah, someone called me. I turned it off. Sorry. So yeah, I didn't believe in my capabilities as a starseed. Let's call it that. And at
Hmm.
one point, I was like, okay, let me first work on my mindset, my mind, my convictions, the psychological work again. Let's go through that again. Let's get yourself in optimum form and be fit so you can think clearer. Yeah, no FOP.
Yeah.
Try to not take too much drugs. I don't take
Hmm.
much drugs. I don't drink. The only thing I do is, if you do something, it's weed, but you should use
Yeah.
it carefully and wisely.
Yes. Yes. It's herd medicine. It's powerful when it's used consciously, but it's
It
a
is.
highly feminine medicine. So it can bring you in your feminine a lot. So if you abuse it, you will become more passive. But when you use it consciously, like me, I use it like especially for like a ceremony. Like one of my big at that point I call it a spiritual practice. To me, it's tantra. It's one of the most powerful. So when you combine tantra with weed consciously to reach higher level of consciousness, you go to very special places. So yes, it's a we will not digress, but yes, weed it's a tool. So what are
It's
you
a
doing with
tool.
that tool? It's a tool.
It's
you
a tool.
just
I
you
really
just
like.
consciously wisely do not discard it because drug is bad or there's so much bad press that has been made about it, but
That's
if you
programming.
abuse, yeah, exactly, but if you abuse it, it's not better. So it's to reach, everything is about balance always, we know that. So yeah,
Yeah, we
I just wanted
definitely.
to I just want to put my I just wanted to put my little grain of salt into what you just said. So
I can
yeah.
imagine, because we have had a lot of people tell us that using weed, or weed is the devil itself, or whatever.
Yeah, you will become lazy, but bro, man, you are in pristine physical condition. You go to the gym, and
It's
yeah, so
possible.
it's
Thank you.
possible. Yeah, yeah, to combine both. So like, there is a lot of bullshit about weed. So this is what I we had to say about that, I guess. So yeah, so you were saying, I don't want
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with weed is yeah, a lot of people have been telling us it's a bad thing. It's not. It's definitely not. I agree. Yeah, we were talking about weed. How do you use weed? So I think everyone sometimes need to let off some steam. You can do it in
Hmm.
artistic ways, creative ways. Maybe take some drugs sometimes. Maybe microdose. As long as we
Hmm.
control it, I think it's fine. And I actually read about this mythical story. I don't know if I can call it mythical. It's actually kind of profound, but they said that in the Garden of Eden, weed was a reward to the angels to even feel more uplifted and vibrated. I read it somewhere. I don't know if it's true. I believe it's true, but yeah, it's quite nice because as soon as I smoke the plant, it connects me instantly. But I just
Yeah.
need to be aware of my aura and what do I let enter into my psyche, my consciousness, and what am I thinking about? And yeah, just using it
Yeah.
in my advantage. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, funny thing that you said about angel. So me, like what I heard, like I don't
Yeah,
know if it's like really that, but it would be
yeah.
like the Anunnaki that brought it here. I heard that. Is it true? I know that the Anunnaki created humans. This is the talk I had with the Galactic Federation
Hmm.
before Atlantis and Lemuria. So the Anunnaki are highly involved into our creation. Uh, but yeah, so maybe that they brought weed as well. So in the Bible, they talk about angels. So there is a lot of metaphor, which like angels are like in fact like aliens, aliens, which is not a good word like vibrational match. It's more like multidimensional beings.
We're all
So
humanoid.
yeah, exactly. So we
Yes.
still have a lot to learn, a lot of things to confirm. But yes, so yeah, weed is one of those very powerful medicine again. So yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And yeah, you mentioned me going to the gym.
Hmm.
That's also a thing I like about you. You work out yourself as well. Your mindset is always to have your routine, and you believe in
Hmm.
taking care of your physical body and the
Hmm.
biohacks, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah, so what I found out is that I have been trying to find biohacks myself all my life, but it was just so natural to me that I didn't consciously understand that I was looking for biohacks, if you understand what I mean. So,
Yeah.
also a lot of great knowledge and information that you have shared with me. We have exchanged, and what I just try to find is this perfect state, this homeostasis of perfect alchemy in our body.
Hmm.
I've read about pH and alkalinity, and of course I've dived into the whole vegan movement and
Hmm.
uh, how sincere that is. I have my I don't know. I think it depends on everyone because we also have different blood types. Some blood types, they thrive with meat. Some blood types do it less. I think we all need at least a little bit of meat, but let it be grass fed, let it be organic, let it be
Yeah, the real meat.
the real meat.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes. I
Yeah.
agree. Me, for now, meat, I mean, I need it to thrive. Bone broth, the brain is fat, so you need healthy animal fat to fuel the whole avatar properly. But as we increase in vibration, we're not there yet. And it is something because you know that we synchronize also with ancient Egypt.
Hmm.
So I think that they told me that if like when I will feel that moment that I will have the call to let me behind. So I know it's coming, but not as we are now. We are still working on raising our frequency, our vibration. And I firmly believe that we will reach that point where it will be possible to be like Breatharian, Soltarian, just live off the energy field around us, the sun, the air, so the
Prana.
higher, yeah, the
Yeah.
prana energy. So it's the multidimensional beings are already living off that way, and it's going to be possible for us to reach that state. I have that very firm belief.
Well,
In
I,
in
I,
in
I,
in
I
due
have the
time,
same
yes,
belief. I
yeah,
definitely share the same vision. I think also we have a carbon suit base, or how can I explain it well? We have a carbon meat suit. Carbon meat suit,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So as long as we have this carbon meat suit, of course, there's activation finding place. So we have crystalline parts of ourselves as well. But it's still we're breathing oxygen if we and also prana at the same time. But as long as we have this suit, so why not eat the things that are beneficial to this
Yes,
meat suit? If you, yeah, I think you agree,
yes,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because like a vegan, deeply, it's a cult.
Hmm.
pushed by the dark forces, because the dark forces use our empathy, our love, to make us feel certain way to control our behavior. But like veganism, like those who just cultivate crops, I mean, it kills a shitload of animals. So it's not because you're vegan that you don't kill animals. Like one arrow will kill one animal, but just to have those soy field and all that vegan like cult, it kills a lot. It kills much more animal than what you can eat. So
Exactly.
that there's a lot of bullshit. That's our shared like conclusion about that, our actual belief. Because to me,
Yeah.
there is no never like a final conclusion. I am always open to change my mind, but based on the information I got, I mean,
And you, what you have
yes,
experienced. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And then I know that I can reach super high state of consciousness, connect above, and I eat meat. So for now, it's not preventing me. And like
Yeah.
Niyama was on the vegan bandwagon when I met her. Her gut
Hmm.
was very compromised, and she had to. And me, I was full blown carnivore when we met. So she was full vegan, I was full blown carnivore. So it was a clash, you know.
Yeah.
But we didn't fight over about that. We didn't say, "Oh, she's crazy" or "he's crazy." We just okay. So we met, and then she went more into the carnivore side. So she reintroduced meat and started to feel better because the avatar still needs it for now. So she was very sad. It was a big like mind fuck for her to go back to
Yeah.
eat meat because she was feeling like she even cried the first time. But I mean,
It's yeah.
this is
It's
how they
cognitive
control
dissonance.
us. This is how we get control because of our empathy, our love, our we want the best for everyone, the animals and everything. But the animals, at the end of the day, even plants, if they are sentient beings, when you kill a plant, it feels. There is a lot of study about that. So is a plant less worthy than an animal? Who knows? I mean, yeah. So anyways, let's not digress because
Dive
that's
too
a big,
deep into that
yeah, that's
subject.
a rabbit
No,
hole. Yes.
it is a. I just want to say I support
Yeah.
everyone that
Yeah, for sure.
tries veganism, whole food. So that's
Yeah.
really important. Not those fake soy products full of additives that actually destroy your health with all of those
Yeah.
artificial oils. It's really detrimental to your health. But
Beyond
if you do
meat.
it, yeah,
Yeah. Bill
it's
Gates
crazy.
vegan food. So yeah, that's terrible.
Definitely.
All
That's
GMO loaded with chemicals, loaded with pesticides, destroying the gut. The dye, red dye to imitate blood is highly carcinogenic. It's horrible food designed to
the
kill.
designed to kill. The most funny thing is it's like real vanilla. You know where it comes from, right? And it's quite expensive.
Mm.
It's from a plant, but the vanilla they use in our ice creams and the cheaper stuff,
Yeah.
it actually is. I don't even want to say it, but it comes from how do you call those animals that raccoons, right? Yeah, they leave they
Yeah.
leave a smell, right?
That's not raccoon. That's
That's not
the
raccoon. Uh,
moufette in French. I don't know in English, but I know the one that you're referring to. Skunk.
I think skunk, a skunk, yeah, that those
Yeah.
ones. So they say it's like a part of the back thing of a skunk. So as if people really research about where things come from and what we eat, and to me it's most important. And of course I'm not perfect, no one is perfect, so I try to abide
Mhm.
by 80-20. So
Yeah.
80% whole food, yeah,
Same here.
20%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a burger sometimes or something I like or a sweet or whatever. I believe it also helps my body to work again. So for example, the fire inside of my body gets burning, so I start burning fat more. I forgot the word, but it's fine. So yeah, try to abide by an 80-20. Try to eat whole foods is really important, and just make the best out of it. And try to do more research. Always keep doing research and track what you're doing for yourself, right?
Yes, and listen to to your body. So it gives a lot of feedback. So yes, biohack is a big thing. So yeah, so I just want to backtrack a little bit, like because this is to me, it's the whole frequency that I am broadcasting, it's around, my goal is to attract people that resonate like with the Sun Tribe that I founded. So I just
Yeah.
want to put it like clear out there, like what is the vision and the purpose and the intention behind the Sun Tribe is to
Mhm.
attract new Earth leaders, okay, that resonates with the work that Niyama and I are doing with higher realms. Okay, so it's
Mhm.
really to anchor higher frequency in the realm here as a part like a console. So my goal is to
Yeah.
attract more or less based on my talk with Ra around like
Mhm.
300 people, but to attract those, those warriors that resonate with what I am saying right now. So if
The
you are one
300
of those,
Spartans.
exactly. It's exactly what I said to Ra. It's like in that movie, like to try to find like those 300 Spartans, and he said like, okay, you can make it your goal, 300 people, and it was like, because that talk with Ra is on the Sun Tribe channel, which is the Patreon, because there is
Mhm.
different level of information. So the YouTube is like public, then we have the Patreon, and then we have like I have a Sun Tribe channel on Telegram, so where
Okay.
we
Yeah.
can even share things to a deeper level, so for the
Mhm.
inner circle. And then we have information that are for now just like for Niyama and I. So there is like four level, because I had to come up with a system about the information that we receive, because like they told
Yeah.
me, we have full latitude, like we have to choose how we leak information, but
Yes.
like they told me, there is a time and a place for knowledge.
I get it.
So yeah, so
It.
it's, yes, so it's up to us like to choose the way we leak it. So
Yeah.
we have full, like they don't tell us what to do, it's all free will. The only thing that they do is they answer our questions. Other than that, we have full like free will. But they told us like there is a place and a time for knowledge, and it's not necessarily like a good thing just like dump all the knowledge on YouTube, or yeah.
So so are they also saying that by leaking too much, it will also cause a flood or a flood in, how can I explain? Like we will share too much information, which maybe will scare them away, or it will be too much, or at the same time, yeah, it shouldn't be free. Everything shouldn't be free. And it's for a select group of people that are seriously thinking about changing their lives and contributing to something that's way more bigger and profound than they have ever
Yes.
experienced. And
Yes.
I agree. I agree. And you should. And it shouldn't, it's an exchange of service. It's really valuable knowledge. I think, yeah, everyone should at least try to understand it. And of course, we will try to find more than 300 Spartans. We would like to have our own army of peaceful unity warriors, I call them.
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, that have it under voluntary control, and I really support that idea. I think the people that right now are being activated, like me, like yourself, that are aware, we are the pioneers of this new earth,
Mhm.
and yeah, how do we manifest? By working, by creating, by being in the moment, and yeah, I'm looking forward to more channelings from the love beings from Ra. I also do my own channelings, like with my higher
Yes.
self or maybe with other
Yes.
beings.
Yes.
And what I actually always do is just ask them questions, and sometimes I ask them closed questions, like a yes or no question. Sometimes I want an open answer. And most of the times when you guys have done a channeling or had done a channeling, and I saw it come by on YouTube, I was like, okay, let me listen to it, and I would try to connect with my higher self and probably the angels, and they always said, yeah, it's true. It's correct. It felt sincere, and that's also why I always yeah stuck around. They say,
Yeah.
and yeah, definitely. And I think that's the start. I think it's important. It's to find each other, to connect, to hold the frequencies, to anchor in, um, because we are doing the work now. Like you said, I think you said, or a friend of mine said it. Us having this conversation. This conversation is the actual work. We
Yes.
the the frequencies in our voice,
Yes,
everything actually. So yeah,
yes,
I'm just
yes,
grateful
yes.
to have this conversation and be a part of it. Really am. Really,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
honored because I've been broadcasting this frequency for a while, and I never gave up because, and sometimes, it feels lonely because you don't get that reflection right away. So it's like, am I a fool doing all that? But I knew inside of me that I was
Mm.
not. So I just kept. It's like to be like that, have that resilience to just keep doing your thing because I have that firm belief that what I
Definitely.
am doing, like I have the call to do it. And I just want to add with what you just said, which is very important. Like the Sun Tribe is to anchor that law of one with Ra that has been that whole work that has been channeled 40 years ago by LL Research,
Hmm.
Don, Jim, and Carla. So I don't know if you're
Hmm.
familiar with that. Uh,
I
uh,
I read books
but
in human
the
design.
intention is really like in okay. It
Oh, sorry.
the
There is
connection,
a
yeah,
delay.
it's been a little bit choppy, yes. So I don't know. Okay, I will just backtrack a bit. I don't know if we lost what I said. So
No,
yeah, so it's
can
to
you hear me? Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Yeah, you were
Yes,
talking about the channelings of Raw 40 years ago by Mannion,
yes.
Jim, yeah, and LL, someone else.
LL Research is like the company or the
Yeah.
group.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I sent them an email recently, and I got a reply. It was nice to get a reply from them. But yes, it's Jim, Don, and Carla. Carla was a channeler.
Okay.
And there was Jim that was asking question. No, uh, yeah, no, Don that was asking
Yeah.
question, and Jim that was meditating and was the scribe that wrote the whole thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so
I
those,
yeah. I
yeah,
I
that
read a
did.
book. I read a
Okay.
book about human design, and they were also talking about channeling Ra and how he was personified on this planet, and he has had several incarnations as well. That's what I have read, but also it's also possible to connect with him,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's actually quite nice. This story you're telling me about, other people have tried the same. Of course, there's several people. But I am familiar with Ra, with his spirit, how childlike he is, and how
Mm-hmm.
carefree he is, and at the same time wise beyond ages. It's beautiful. So yeah, continue. So they were channeling the three of them. Yes.
Yeah, so they did the whole work, which I asked Ra, what was that? So what he explained to me, and it's on the YouTube channel already, he said that the
Yeah.
work that they did, the Law of One that they channeled, it's a masterpiece by itself. It's a massive work that they did. Carla
Hmm.
was a beast because I know to a deep level with Niyama how much energy it takes to channel, and she was just channeling like a machine. Like just she was dedicated to that. She was ready to die on that mission. I mean, she was
Wow.
channeling like every other day, like a machine. That's insane. Niyama, she takes more care of her energy. Each channeling, it's really like we don't channel the same way. Like we used to do a lot of channelings. Now we slow down a lot. So because, like you said, I want to get back to what you just said. That's very important because we also get our own downloads. We do our own channelings. So for the Sun Tribe, it's not just to rely 100% on what Niyama is doing, is that we all have, and myself as well, I get more and more activated in my channeling skills because before I didn't believe that I was a channeler, but now with hindsight, I understand that I am a channeler. And as we move forward in the path, my skills are evolving a lot. So I know that I am a walking channel. So on the everyday basis, we are our own channels. We get our own downloads and all that.
Definitely.
But the where Niyama comes like in play and very like important
Hmm.
role is when we want to synchronize with higher realm and have an open talk with them. It's like to have a phone and then we like create that connection and then we can with the Sun Tribe we did a couple already to have like Zoom meetings. So far it was with Raw, so with higher
Hmm.
realms to synchronize. So we are at the very beginning of that. So the goal of the Sun Tribe is to again attract those people, and we can be a lot on a Zoom call and with higher realm. So it's just like to have those meetings from time to time to synchronize and say, okay, We are synchronized now, and we continue walking in the direction that we're going. So
Powerful. It's beautiful.
yes, yes. So
I
this is my vision for the Sun Tribe.
it is beautiful, and there is like this, like you said, this clear connection with the higher realm. So so if you want some validation or you have some questions or anything, who better than themselves? So I'm really
Yes,
thankful for that. And Nyama did a channeling for me when we just met each other. I told you already, and she gave
yes,
me an advice I really worked on. I took it really serious, and that was to calm down the mind and not trying to know everything and rely more on the
yeah.
intuition, because I am a control freak. It is who I am, but
Yeah,
I'm not even denying it. But I know how to find balance now in life better than before. So yeah, I want to contribute to the Sun Tribe, to the work we are doing, and it's actually quite profound because you made me think about it in a way that these are the early stages of um, uh, uh, realities coming together. Maybe we don't realize yet, but with every activation and all the work we do, it happens in a way that we might not notice that it's happening. Maybe even. Um, what I just know is that, and maybe you do too, and a lot of people with us, is that we have felt different from the start. We felt maybe like we're not from this place, or this place is really in need of healing. It's broken, and yeah, it's just finding out again and remembering who we are, in essence.
yeah,
So yeah, glad to be on this journey and to yet start this whole foundation of what we're calling New Earth, in the Starseed community as well. And I hope Starseeds will try to connect more as well. And I hope they put aside their differences. We are all powerful in what we do. I hope yeah, we just can work together more, because as soon as we understand this fundamental understanding, this idea of how we should connect and work together, we will create a synergy that is essential to establishing this whole, yeah, idea, this whole new paradigm we are trying to create. Yeah,
divinely said.
thank you.
Divinely said. Yeah, you
Thank
were
you.
channeling the whole thing. I could feel it.
Thank you.
So
I
yes,
think I was somehow, I was doing my
yes,
best, and
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it, I you saw it on my Instagram, and that's who I want to be. I want to be a speaker. I am a
Hmm.
speaker. I like to share my ideas, but I have so many talents. I just want to share them with everyone. I'm just like this, how do you call it in English? It's a hermit, someone that's, always in his room. I've been a
Yeah,
hermit all my life, knowing I have all of these talents, and I haven't been sharing with people. I haven't been inspiring. I feel guilty. I could have done more. And I'm still, it's never late. It's never too late. So
no,
yeah,
never, never.
never, never,
And there is a
never.
saying that I always say over and over again is that everything is always perfect. So we don't have to worry about anything. The only moment that exists is the now moment. All realities exist simultaneously. And we are here in this realm, here in this very like low and dense dimension, because it's Gaia that needed, like, made the call that needed help. And we are in the process of cleaning the whole like multiverse in all different timelines and realms. So it's not just like here on Earth. All
No,
realms are interconnected. We're all linked. So from higher realm, they want to see us succeed, because as we evolve, they evolve. So as they evolve, we evolve. So there is no separation in anything. It's back to the law of one, because the law of
it's
one,
us. It's us.
yes,
We are
yes,
one.
yes. We
Yes,
are
it
one,
is.
one. Yeah, and not just on Earth, but we are linked to all those different multiverse. So it's a beautiful work and mission that we are doing.
Carrying
And
out.
it,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And you are in Europe, I am in North America, and we connect just based on like resonance. See?
It's giving me shivers and goosebumps, and I'm feeling so happy right now. I feel my whole body is resonating and crystallizing, and so I know I'm on the right path. I know I have to just trust this feeling, use our spidey senses in a right
Yes.
way.
Yes, yes,
It
exactly.
is,
Exactly.
I'm really I really do appreciate being here with you again. But we also talked about maybe discussing the crypto part. Is it something you still want to do now, or you
Yeah,
want to do
I
in the
had
next
that in mind
podcast?
right now. No, but we can do it now, and I can like
Okay.
speed it on YouTube because I can edit the video. So if I feel that the video is going a bit too long, I can do part one, part two. So since we're on the call, let's do it.
Let's do
We
it. Let's finish it. Let's do it.
Yeah.